Paul was saying, if Horatio Alger were alive today, Brent Kincaid's story of his life will be the central part of one of his novels. For you younger people, Horatio Alger lived in the late 1800s, and he wrote many novels. And the principal story that he wrote about his whole career was of young men who came from modest backgrounds and through hard work and determination and honesty made a great success in life and rose to great prominence in their community. That is the story, life story of Brent Kincaid. Brent and I became friends in the mid-1950s. He had finished 2 years in the Army and come back to Lenore as a school teacher. He joined First Baptist Church and was soon in a leadership position here in this church. Brent was the superintendent of a group of Sunday school classes. I was one of his Sunday school teachers. I heard by the grapevine in the late 50s that Brent was interviewing with another furniture company in Lenore and considering a career change. I gave him a call and said, Brent, come and talk to me. Well, the short of the story is that he joined the company at that time, and the credit and customer service department did a great job there and went on to great success in the company, as Brother Paul has outlined to you. The fact is, perhaps I had some major role to play in changing Brent Kincaid's life. But I'm here to tell you that he had a major role in changing my life as well. Because it was in 1962 that I became a candidate for the U.S. Congress. Brent Kincaid was my campaign manager. And through his management skills, through his organizational skills, and also his motivational skills, he and my wife were able to get me elected. Not only elected in 1962, but he played a key role in the next 11 elections as well, which I won. And I give him much credit for those victories in those years, from 62 through 1986. But I will tell you this, that I used to kid Brent quite a bit about this. I used to kid Brent that what he was doing was getting me elected, getting me to Washington out of Lenore so he could get my job. As some of you may know, Brent was not bashful about expressing an opinion. You give him a challenge, you give him a task, and you can be sure that that challenge would be met or that that task would be done. Almost everybody, I think, knew that side of Brent. But there was another side of Brent that not many people know. That is the countless hours where he volunteered for very worthwhile causes in the state and in the community. He served on the board of trustees of at least 4 colleges and universities, served on the board of many other worthwhile entities as well. And for example, he was a member of the North Carolina Board of Transportation that brought about a number of upgrades to our highway system in our area, including the upgrading of US 321 and 421 to 4 lanes, limited access highways as well. Yes, Brent was not bashful or shy about expressing an opinion, but he was also had a talent for listening. If you had a problem or had a question, he would sit down and listen to you. And he could quickly come to the central point in any question or issue that you took to it. But at the same time, Brent was no yes man. And I can give you a good example of that. After my first political speech, Brent took me aside and he said, "Jim, that speech was awful." He said, "All you did was put people to sleep." And that's when he encouraged me to start looking for humorous stories in order to make a point or to spice up a speech. And it was at that time that I started collecting humorous stories so I could drive home a point or to spice up a speech. I give him a great deal of credit for changing my life. There's so many things that I could stand here and talk to you about today. There are others in the family, friends, that could tell you anecdotes about this good man. And he was a good man. He was a good husband. He was a good father. He was a good friend. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, "The best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or touched, but are felt in the heart." So as we say goodbye to our friend Brent, I can say that in my heart, that I am thankful for these many years of friendship that we had. I am thankful for all that he did for me, and I will always remember it.